Yo, yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing. You already know I'm back at it with another boxing video. What's going on, world? Just wanted to make this quick video one time, you know what I'm saying? Talk to the people, man. I mean, while I'm enjoying this beautiful weather. At least I ain't back home freezing my nuts off, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I want to give a big shout out, big ups to the man Turki Al-Shakishi. Well, Alakish, I'm not too sure how to pronounce his last name, but I respect the man big time. This man doing big things for boxing. He's improving boxing. You know, I think them fellas realize, hey man, he has the power and the resources to make boxing a better place, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. The man, there was a Ring magazine, not to mention, okay, there was a Ring magazine end of year ceremony in London, England over the weekend. Okay, today's Monday. It was over the weekend, I believe, on Saturday, and fight of the year, prospect of the year, knockout of the year, all those type of things that we always do at the end of the year. But this time there was really an award ceremony. Like fellas were suited and booted, fitted to the T in tuxedos and all that, right? And that was great. All boxers from different walks of life, different promotional companies, just different stables. Everybody was there. Everybody who was somebody was there, right? Now, Turki Al-Shakish presented the man Don King with a Lifetime Achievement Award. I was so excited, happy, and I was just happy that the man Don King was being recognized for the legend that he is. You know what I mean? And big up to Turkey Al Shakish for giving the man Don King his flowers while he's still alive to smell them. You know what I mean? I know Don King probably 90 years old, just like the man Bob Arum. But Don King always got a bad rap, you know what I mean? To me, he's the greatest promoter I've ever seen in my lifetime watching boxing. And that has never changed. And Don King has not even been a major player in the boxing game in quite a while. But still, till this day, as I do this video in 2025, he's the livest. I'm sorry, the best promoter I've ever seen doing this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? But put on the best cards. Had world champions. He's the type of guy who gonna have four fights on the three undercard fights in the main event, and all four of the fights gonna be world title fights. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for guys like Don King, I wouldn't even know who Ricardo Lopez was. I used to see Ricardo Lopez on them Don King undercards. You know what I mean? Whether it's Julio Cesar Chavez and or Mike Tyson, Terry Norris, um, Julian Jackson. Don King is Don King. He is him. And the man Don King got presented a Lifetime Achievement Award by Turki Al-Shakish. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who hate the man Don King's guts. And they hate his guts only because of who he is. He's a brother who made a whole lot of money in this boxing game. And they claim that the guy is a guy who did his fighters bad. Now, his fighters also might have said that. But these usual suspects, they always got smoke for the man Don King. Always got smoke for Don King. But you think Don King is the only promoter who has had issues with his fighters and grievances with his fighters? You think Don King's the only one? You guys never talk about Bob Arum. Bob Arum been taken to court many a times. You guys never talk about that. You never talked about Goosen with Dan Goosen when Andre Ward was going through litigation with the man, what you call it, um, Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? So miss me with the BS. You know what I mean? Don King is a great promoter. Don King gave us some of the best fights and or cards ever in this boxing game. And Turki Al-Shakish recognized him for the great man that he has been for the boxing game. Yes, he's had some litigation. He settled out of court with guys, but that happens. Come on, man. You guys never called the man Bob Arum a scumbag when Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford was suing the man when they was getting up, when they was out of their contracts, or even the man Shakur Stevenson. You know, where if he had any grievances with the man, you guys never went in on Bob Arum. You know, but y'all for years you still hate Don King's guts. That's your business. I don't give a damn. But at the end of the day, guess what? Turki Alashikh, this guy from Saudi Arabia, this man he put it on and gave the man his credit, you know what I'm saying? His well-deserved credit. And I just had to make this video to big up Turki Al-Shakishi for recognizing Don King with a Lifetime Achievement Award. I mean, who else deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award more in the boxing game than he does? You know. Another thing I want to say before I dip up off this, I cut this live stream off. You see how PBC fell off, right? And that's why 2024 boxing was weak, because PBC was a non-MF factor, right? Looks like Turki Al-Shakish is taking on the new role of what Al Heyman was doing. You know, Al Heyman was the guy with the big budget, the big banks, the deep pockets. His pockets, and I always give it up to Al Heyman. I always will. I don't care what none of y'all say. You know what I'm saying? He put a lot of money in a lot of brothers' pockets, and he ain't want his fighters to go through what his brother did in the early '80s. You know what I mean? Getting screwed over by promoters and managers. You know what I mean? He tried to make the boxing game more fair and make the fighters be in control of their own career and destinies. Now, with that being said, Turki Al-Shakish has deeper pockets. You know what I mean? That's just the truth about it. And I guess Turki Al-Shakish realized that at some point and said, look, I could take on the role of what the man Al Heyman was doing, and I could even do it bigger and better. Now, I would love to see Turki Al-Shakish bring all these Riyadh season cards to the United States. You know, Tyson Fury versus Usyk rematch. They should have had it in Madison Square Garden or Las Vegas. You know what I mean? New York City or Las Vegas MGM. You check it. You know, get more eyes on these big fights that they holding over in Saudi America, because the Americans are not able to. They're not watching these fights on a Saturday. Americans, man, they're not gonna be sitting around on the TV waiting for no fights on a weekend, man. The weather's nice, you know what I'm saying? There's stuff to do on the weekend. It might be their only day off on the weekend. They're going to go out and have some fun, you know? So I would love for Turki Al-Shakish. She's only had one Riyadh season card in the States, and that was that Bud Crawford versus that European dude he got a WBA strap up off of, and that was in Los Angeles area, you know what I mean? And if Turki can bring these big fights, Bivol versus Better Beef. Yeah, Americans are not familiar with these guys, but they will be if you promote the fight well and you put it on in a major city in America. You know, Bivol versus Better Beef should be at the Barclays Center. Two Russians. There's a big Russian community, Ukrainians over there in Brooklyn and in New York City. They'll come out and watch it, and so will hardcore boxing fans from all races and creeds and from everywhere in the United States. You know what I mean? So, big up Turki Al-Shakish. I'm hoping boxing will be live as F for 2025. I wasn't really up on boxing in 2024 as far as I watched the fights. Don't get it twisted, but I ain't really cover boxing and news and stuff like that, because boxing was pretty whack to me in 2024. 2025, I'm hoping for the best. I hope all the best fights. I hope the fights we want to see get made and we get them when we want them. You know what I mean? But with that being said, B Marsh Boxing, salute to everybody. I'm going to enjoy my vacation. To give thanks, God is good. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, y'all. I'm out of here. One love. Peace.